2003. Her work in this area led her to receiving a CBE on the Queen's Honours Birthday list. Then in 2005, one received an honorary doctorate in philosophy from the London Metropolitan University. She currently chairs the African Caribbean Business Network and has previously served 3 terms as chair on the London Central Learning. As we could see from today's program, she's a person who has jumped hurdles, learned and mastered the ropes in business, and got to where she is today by dint of hard work, determination, and perseverance. There's an before I hand over to Yvonne, Yvonne, thank you so much for coming. We are really
Thank you for inviting me. I've got so much to live up to.
To have you. But, you know, there was one thing that struck me. I mean, the first time I met you in 2003, one thing struck me was despite all these achievements, you know, despite your great achievements, one thing stood out. I mean, I admire a lot of things about you, but one thing stood out for me was, you know, your down-to-earth nature or approach to things, your humility, and your unassuming nature, which, let's face it, when most of us achieve things, you know, we think we are walking on air, you know, we don't really come down to it, but that was what really struck me, you know, and for me, that's a shining example that we should all take a cue for.
I can sit down. How long I've got to present. He said, Yvonne, you know by now, speeches should be like a lady's skirt. Short enough to short enough to keep them interested, but long enough to cover the subject. I've got 30 minutes. So one of the things that I have done is that I've actually looked at how I could structure this presentation into a format so that I could give you some milestones rather than my whole life, because that's never going to happen in 30 minutes. And also, I've kind of packaged it so that there's elements of the presentation which I hope you can take away and actually apply to yourself and your businesses. So as well as telling my story, I hope that you will be able, or you will be in a position, I'll leave you with something where you can walk away and apply some of what I've said to yourself or to your business. And I just want to say hello again to some of the ladies from Unity, because they very kindly reminded me that I came here, I don't know how long ago, a long time ago. So it's a kind of a welcome back, so thank you very much. No, I was not born a millionairess, and I don't want to keep referring too much to the very long title that I've been given, which I keep stumbling over, the first black female millionairess in the UK. So I won't be saying that sentence too much. In fact, I put this map up because I've come from a very, small place. Does anybody know where that place is? So, wow, okay. Oh, very good, I'm impressed. Okay, so this is where I come from, a very small place. It's not Ghana. Every time I say Guyana, it's not Ghana. It's Guyana. It's just above the equator. It's not in the Caribbean, and it's not in the West Indies. It's in South America. So, my father, back in the 1960s, early 1960s, decided that, along with many other people from the Caribbean, was going to try and see whether the streets of London were really paved with gold. So he picked the whole family up and came over to London. And when we arrived, this was what we left, just in case any of you don't know what Guyana looks like. Very sunny. That's our City Hall. Almost as good as Westminster City Hall. And I think we now have the largest area of rainforest left in the world, because I think, from what I understand, I may be wrong, but I'm sure someone will correct me. And this is where we moved to. Oh, sorry, these are my parents, Richard and May. And to be quite honest, I think the previous generation, or certainly my mother and father's generation, are the true entrepreneurs. Because if you think about it, many of us left a country that we knew we loved, it was warm, we spoke the language, to arrive in London where, yes, some of us spoke English, but it wasn't the Queen's English, and it's almost as difficult as speaking another language. Certainly for my family, we'd never seen snow before, we'd probably never seen fog before, and we'd never been so cold before. But we moved to Battersea, just to give you a little bit of my background, so you know that I do actually come from a very poor family, and that's my dad, and there's myself and my dad over there. Yeah, that's me and my eldest sister, and that's me, I think it was on Brighton Beach somewhere a long time ago. So you're wondering, how does a small black girl from Guyana, who moved to Battersea, moved from Battersea to speaking at the Grosvenor House Hotel to about 1,000 people? Well, this was when I was receiving my European Women of Achievements